Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Son of Alistair, and as you can see we are actually leaving the base and going to look for something. I have a spot marked over here. I had seen a brown sheep. So funny story. I was actually trying to figure out how we was going to be able to get cocoa beans so that way we could have cookies and also the ability to get brown dye. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to figure out a way to get one that I knew of. So we went to the nearest biome that was a jungle biome. We set up a little fishing spot right here. We fished for a while. As you can see, we got 43 cod and stuff like that. Um, we didn't actually get any cocoa beans, so I guess it's not set up like the sky block, as you can see over there. That's where we was fishing. So we decided to come over here and start just looking for a brown uh, sheep, which I actually found one. Oop, there it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go and grab this sheep right here. We're gonna take it all the way back because I figured, well, heck, since we can't have the ability for brown dye, we can at least see if we could try to find one that was brown. And it was literally right next to where we was at. So we're gonna go ahead and take this dude back to our base and get him set up. And also, we already got all the materials farmed up to start making our sheep farm, but we are going to have to start collecting up all of the colors that we're going to need to change them all. So I think we may have the majority of the colors. We'll have to double check once we get back and figure out what we're missing and whatnot. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I am going to go ahead and grab a few blue flowers while we're out here too. And then we're going to head back to base and see what we can get taken care of. I'm at least happy that we was able to find one fairly quickly because I was like trying to figure out so hard like how we was gonna get this dude, and I was just not sure. So now we know. Now we need to start trying to figure out all the other colors. As you can see here, we've already got all of the stuff farmed up to actually do the farm itself. I did that a little bit earlier while I was trying to get emeralds for different trades and stuff like that. And also, we ran into a huge issue earlier, which I didn't realize was going to be an issue. So we, as you can see, have the Fletcher back. So the fletching table ended up coming back out because the cartographer that we was leveling up, there was actually a problem with him. So apparently, since this is a super flat biome or super flat data pack, it doesn't have the ability to search for the woodland mansion and stuff like that, since a lot of the structures are just not on here. So it kind of bugged it out, froze my game. I had to completely control alt delete to close out of it and come back into it. And when I came back into it, um, he was reset back. I re-leveled him up, did it like 3 different times, and kept having the same exact issue. So I looked into it a little bit, found out that it actually had something to do with the villager itself. So if anybody has any ideas on how to fix that or get around that, definitely let me know. But yeah, just for now, we're just going to get rid of them, which it actually helped out because we needed to get 16 observers for the um, wool farm, and we was able to get those a lot easier with the Fletchers since we didn't actually have any string, so it worked out in the end. Um, let's see. We're gonna wait for this to come down. While we're waiting on that stuff, we are gonna go ahead and start figuring out what dyes and stuff that we have here. So, all right, we're gonna put the dyes here. So we need light gray. I know we don't need that many, but we need ink sacs, which we have all over the place, honestly. Need brown, which we have. Red. Purple. Red. We need orange. Blue. We need yellow. Need green and white. Which green? We gotta smelt a cactus. That. We're actually gonna need to smelt at least one more cactus. Alright, so we got lime green, yellow, we got green in there, and then we're gonna need another green. Need that. We got blue, we got purple. And do we have? We do. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, are we missing a color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, so we are missing gray. Ooh. Uh-huh. Ah, man, I thought that was something that we needed. I mean, the only real way to get... Well, no, we can get tropical fish, I guess. It's the only real way to get coral, though. So I guess we'll go ahead and buy that up. You seriously didn't get no eggs or chickens? We've probably thrown at least like 30 of those and haven't gotten one. That is insane. Holy. Alright, now that we've gotten all of the sheep set up, where do we want to do this? So, kind of want to build in this direction here. So maybe we'll do it somewhere over here. Maybe back here, possibly? Let me grab up some blocks real fast, then we'll make a new platform. Um, this should be wide enough. If it's not, we'll try to see if we can make it a different size. I know that it looks like we're just doing a bunch of like weird shapes, but this will actually help us later when we're trying to like create the mountainous area around us, so that way it's not just all flat. We'll definitely have to like create like some diversity in height, but that should be a lot easier once we start getting stuff down, like the slopes and all of that, for how we're going to be doing the spot that goes down into the ocean, because all of that down there is going to be ocean, and we're going to have it go down. All of this will be ocean out this way. um Actually, here it'll be better for me to show you. So this will be ocean out this way, like towards the ocean monuments. Then we're gonna be building up into uh like a plainsy area up here. Then we're gonna start building mountains once we get towards these biomes. Then there's gonna be a mountain break that's gonna be here. Then this is gonna be its own village with its own like access to the ocean and stuff like that. Then there's gonna be mountains on both sides of here that goes inwards. Then this is going to be the entrance to all of our kingdoms. Then at this point, we'll change it up and we'll have like a roadway leading this way, then a roadway leading this way. And then there'll be like a giant trading village in the middle of everything. And then we'll do four more villages. And then they'll all meet up into the middle to the trading area. And then we can start tying everything together. But we need a couple of different shapes here to be able to like make it look more natural once we start building. So even though it may look a little weird because the shapes are not exactly the same, it'll look a lot better once we're building up mountains and stuff like that, and we're using that to be able to depict like where the ground is supposed to be, because up here technically is supposed to be ground level. I mean, it's actually lower than what ground level is supposed to be technically originally, because it's supposed to be at what, like 64 or 60 something. So yeah. All right. Actually, put that there, and then we'll fill that area in back there. I think that should be long enough for us to do the sheep farm. If not, we can turn it into like an L shape kind of. But this should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all this in. Then we'll get started on the farm, get everything figured out. Then we'll show you guys exactly what we've got planned for it. But pretty much it should be pretty simple for us to lay out. We just got to get this all laid out to have a place to put it. So let me go ahead and farm up all these blocks. We'll get this all laid out and started, and we'll be right back with you guys. All right, so we have a little thing set up here. This is pretty much how we're going to do it. So we're going to bring our sheep up here and got him in there. Okay, so what this is we have a observer observing the grass block in front of him, which will tick this, and we'll have shears in here to shear them. Then underneath, we have a hopper uh, minecart, and that is on top of another hopper going into the chest here. And we'll be able to use this. And essentially, I'm going to set up one for each one of the colors going all the way across. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. We're starting to get some of them down. Still need to get think like 3 or 4 more on the end, and I don't think it's going to be long enough, so we'll probably end up having to extend that bit out a little bit, so that way we can get it to all fit properly. But so far, everything's working out the way it should be. We just need to set up the rest of these areas here, and then we'll be pretty much good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get these down real quick, and then we're going to need to farm up some more blocks so that way we're able to actually finish this, because I'm going to continue to do like this staircase effect, because we're going to have to actually get up to it, and I figured it'd be easier than having to build down 2 blocks. So yeah, should work out fine. And then this way we could do one of every color, then we'll come up here, and to get each chest, we'll access it like that. Should be pretty easy. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this done, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. And bam. And now we just got to get sheep up here into each one of those. Okay, so we're going to get this guy up here. Up here. There we go. All right, 4 more. And we got 4 more sheep right here. Then we just need to dye them all, which means we're going to need at least 2 of each dye, so that way we can change some glass to it as well. Alright, so we have 2 of every dye. We've already done the lime green, so let me grab out 1 of each of the dyes that we're going to need, and then we'll get those turned to glass. Now, we're going to go dye some stuff. I think that's all of the colors. Alright, cool. So we're going to start with this one. This guy right here is going to be white. We actually don't need the white one. So let me switch that out with my silk touch. We just need to take this and place it with this. Okay, so that's white. This is light gray. And pink. Alright, now they're all dyed. They all have the correct glass in front of them, excluding the brown one, which we left blank. Wish that we could do that. That really sucks. But we got all the colors pretty much of the rainbow now. And we just got to add in the shears. Right. Now, we just put 1 shear in each of these. Right, we need 3 more. Perfect. Now they all have full shears. Good to go. Right, how cool does that look back there, though? It's pretty sweet if you ask me. Alright, so the next thing I would really like to do would be to set up a cobblestone generator that produces deep slate. As long as it's under Y0, we should be able to get deep slate. So, oh yeah, we also need to make oak sign. Just to represent, you know what I'm saying? Well, alright, so here's what we figured out. We figured out that we can do the carpet mod to allow the deep slate to be renewable. So by setting this to true, and then clicking this to do permanently, we should essentially be able to go down here and grab this, go back up to our deep slate generator here, get rid of this, put that there. All right, let's go. Okay, so this actually took me a while to figure out. It wasn't really clear. So Ryan the Cyan was the one that I had watched the video essentially to. Uh, well, damn, somebody just went boom. Well, essentially, this is the series that I had watched to get this started and everything, but it had showed him actually getting Deep Slate, but it didn't specify like how he had gotten it. It just kind of said that he was below Y0. But yeah, apparently we needed to activate a carpet mod. It's not exactly vanilla, but it is a mod pack. But essentially, what it does is it doesn't change anything vanilla, so everything will still work the same way that it always does, except for now. Um, there will be certain features that we'll be able to turn on. Like, for instance, if we are not able to make a renewable coral, we can turn on a carpet mod that will be able to do that. And there's a few other things that we can add to it as well. But for right now, the only thing I am going to be adding is the deep slate here, so that way we're actually able to farm this up without, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to even get this in the world. So we're going to go ahead and farm up a bunch of cobbled deep slate, so that way we'll have it to do some future builds and stuff with. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode off here. We got quite a bit accomplished today. We got some trades set up for the glass. We got our wool farm set up. We found a way to get a renewable deep slate. I mean, yeah, we're pretty much set up as far as getting the beginning resources and everything that we're going to be needing to actually build the world. So at this point, I think on the next couple episodes, I doubt we'll be able to get it all done in one episode, but in the next couple of episodes, we're going to work on getting all of our enchanted armors and tools and weapons and everything done. Then we're gonna go eventually take out the dragon, and that's when stuff's really gonna be kicking into gear. We're gonna be able to go get some shulker boxes, fly around the area, get all the rest of the resources that we're gonna be needing. Set up a sand duper, because we're gonna be needing ungodly amounts of sand and uh, what's it called? Gravel. But yeah, we'll get that started on the next episode. But if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out watching today. If you don't mind leaving me a thumbs up, it definitely helps out the channel and helps people actually see the series. And leave a comment too if you enjoyed what you've seen, and we will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.